Guys, you're here with Reaper. This is a guide on the Tier 7 mining barge, the Retriever, which focuses on using strip miners. If you've been mining in the past, you've been using a Venture 1, 2 or 3. That ship uses regular mining lasers. The big difference with this ship is we're able to use strip miners, which is a completely different method of mining altogether, and it will make your life so much easier. So looking at the abilities on this ship, for every level of strip mining you will have a 10% bonus to the yield of strip mining, and for each level of advanced industrial ship command you will have a 5% bonus to the ore hold capacity, meaning you're going to expand your cargo for ore by 25% with all skills trained, and a bonus of 10% to drone EHP. The ship also has a +1 warp stability and is able to use strip miners, which is what the +1 maximum strip miners represents. Looking at my fitting, this fitting in particular is oriented around mining in high security space, whereby I'm able to go AFK, leave my phone running with the strip miners automatically mining asteroids, which I'll explain in a bit more detail shortly. And yeah, let my ship fill up with ore and earn myself some ISK whilst I'm doing other things in life. Looking at the low slots for high sec mining, I've got 2 basic inertial stabilizers for me to move back to the station and back out to space faster. I've also got a 10 MN afterburner. This is moving me into range of asteroids and, into position faster. In the high slots I've got some Mark 7 strip miners. Looking at the miners themselves, for any of you guys that have been using the Ventures, you can see at the bottom there the mining amount is 1500 meters cubed, which is a vast step up from the mining lasers. Now I've got 2 of those, so that's 3000 meters cubed. My skills are, I would say, average, as I'm not a focused mining pilot. I'm more of a PvE and PvP pilot, should I say. So the activation time's 120 seconds. So therefore, based on that, with the rigs, I've gone with a rig that increases the amount by 20% and 2 rigs which reduces the circulation time of 20%. So I've done the math, crunched the numbers. It seems this is the optimal way to, increase your mining per minute, hour, whichever way you want to look at this. And then in the low slot rigs, I've got a shield extender rig, a Trimark armor pump, and a transversal bulkhead, which are giving me raw hit points. It's very unlikely that I'm going to be attacked in high security space, but you never know what might happen. So my defense here is 13,000 cold, if you like. We've got 3,600 shield, 2,400 armor, and 4,400 structure. If I put a basic damage control on, for 10 seconds of that module being hot, the defense EHP jumps up to 35,000. Probably advisable to use that with a low sec or null sec fitting. And if I was taking this ship into let's say null sec or low sec, I would probably change my modules to have an aura warp core and some damage controls. With the aura warp core stabilizer, I'm increasing my warp strength by 2, and when I have that activated, a further 2. So if I put on 2 of these modules, I'll be increasing my warp strength by 8, which will really be 9 if we take into consideration the ship's bonus of 1 already. For me, I'm not the kind of player that's going to go into low sec or null sec and go AFK and have a ship out there that's going to get blown up. And also, I don't really want to watch a ship mining. So if I'm playing the game, I want to go out in a combat ship and have some fun. So for me, really, this is an AFK money earner. It's also mining some resources that I can then use to build some of the more expensive ships in the game. And yeah, other than that, I've got nothing in the mid slots because I'm not going into combat situations, and I can't think of a single module that's going to help with this ship. Okay guys, welcome back. I am here in space, and looking at the overview I can see we have quite a lot of asteroids within our mining range. Now these strip miners are activating out to pretty much 20 kilometers, so I can see here I have pretty much the whole belt in range. So what I do is activate the miners like so, and then sit back, do absolutely nothing. I don't need to lock any asteroids. As you can see here, the mining strip miners are pulsing every few seconds, and they're zapping an asteroid and taking a certain amount of cargo. And it's very different, because with a venture you're waiting a long time to see a slightly larger amount, you know, dump into the cargo bay, whereas here the retriever is literally firing at any asteroid within range with no particular order. You're unable to control this, but it is mining extremely fast, and it is taking the minerals and loading up the cargo bay. If we look at the ore hold here, I've got 27,600 meters cubed, and I've already in a matter of seconds added almost 1,500 meters cubed, which at this rate it's just such a fast way to get those heavy resources you need for manufacturing in HiSec. So we have Omber here, and we have Kernite, so Mexilon and Pyrite, all your basic minerals that you're going to need, you'll be able to find here. And if you need to, you can always buy the more expensive stuff from the market for your production. So if I leave my ship here now, if I were to put my phone down, I would come back in probably 15 or so minutes to a completely full cargo hold, which means yeah, it's just a very, very simple way to make that ISK. And I think that with this ship you're going to find it a lot quicker to build up the resources you need as well. Yeah, not much else to say about it really, other than it's a great little ship, and it's very, very slow. If you want to take it into low sec, null sec, you need to be extremely careful and perhaps take an escort with you for some defense. But if you get into that situation in low sec where you're being attacked, it could already be too late. But again, with the warp stabs, you may be able to get out in time. Yeah, essentially that's it. Thanks very much guys, take care.